Back in week 2, the Raiders lost an instant classic in their first matchup against the Bills. Can Buffalo sweep the series? Find out next on EA Sports.
Playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everyone. It's a postseason. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's got Jordan complete right side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. And he'll go down at the 28. 2 yards, good enough for a first. They'll keep it on the ground. Colbert, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Up the middle they go. Colbert. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now a handoff up the middle. Colbert, give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. The Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play. So this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. From 17 yards out. As his
Did not think I was going to make it. I thought I was going to get cracked right at the line. Like usual, but no. Ran it right in. Look at that.
That now an even 20 scores on this. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile, we do have an injured player. 2nd and 5. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. And defensively, they are in zone covers there. You have to be a little careful. You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone.
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. 85 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. The throw over the middle, taken in. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll try and run the option left side. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. Back to throw. Diggs with touchdown. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown here.
There we go. There we go. When you realize you were using the broken controller when you're playing, yeah, you take a retry.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, they'll throw. And the Raiders have got him. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the there, maybe to pin him.
Ready.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers, but instead the INT. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put some nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return. Touchdown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Ready up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Uncorks one for Davis. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, Here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. This one caught by Davis. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Uncorks one for Davis. And he's got it inside the 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here we go.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time.
We talk about mobility in quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
Up the middle they go. Colbert, 94 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll find Gabriel Davis. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his left. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now 1st and goal.
Okay, right? Blaster. Set.
They'll run on first down. Colbert, it's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Come on, set. Black one. Mega. Set, cut.
And they'll run again. And he'll take it into the end zone.
Let's go.
Touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. It's complete to Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I ain't going to lie, I've been throwing the ball like shit all game. That was actually a good one. Look at that.
Receivers open so far. It's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff up the middle. Colbert. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Davis. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Right back to Davis. It's complete. He's got the first down.
That was gorgeous. Let's go.
Gabriel Davis. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bills are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 115 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left for being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Up the middle they go. Colbert. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Colbert. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. They'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
11 yards and a Buffalo first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Colbert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Let's go now.
Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison.
Doing the best I can to burn this clock. It's crazy.
To go in the 4th. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll look to throw. And Diggs has it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 13-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Up the middle they go. Colbert. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now a handoff up the middle. Colbert, no gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
On 2nd down, Colbert, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season, got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
The Bills are moving on as we say so long, everybody.
Well, there you have it. We're moving on, boys. Let's see who we face off next. Tune in to the next live. Thank you for tuning in.